Okay, back in 2024, we figured it out. We needed full circulation on the motor, so that way the cylinder heads aren't cracking, plus these things are happy. But then again, I'm probably the only one crazy enough to run these cats when it's cold. Everybody else, oh, it's cold, we're not going out to plow snow or anything like that. Okay, so Kommunist Kat had the valves done. It has the new style thermostat in here, okay? But even in the winter, once it got up to 190 degrees, it ran happy. At 180 degrees, it wasn't happy. So when I was down there, how was it? Landscaping? Yes, the King of Backblade. It was happy. It was running not too bad at 190. Okay, once it came up here and was sitting here idling down, it got unhappy. And he cracked the injectors in the video, and there is movement in all the injectors. Like some were weak, some were strong. But you got to get it running warm before you start farting around with this stuff, okay? So let's go in the shop. Okay, back in 2024, we figured it out. We want the water pump to circulate the warm motor, or the warm antifreeze through the motor, okay? What it was doing was not circulating, so then that's why your head's cracked, because one end's hot, the other end's cold, okay? You need full circulation. So we figured it out. These don't work. These expensive things, like unfrickin' real. We were buying them, they were falling apart. We were having major issues because these things would jam up and the cat would overheat because this drops down in here. And then when it gets hot, it lifts up or expands or something and creates the full circulation. What we did was drill a hole in here or whatever to get it to flow, and we blocked this off. Okay, that's your bypass or whatever. So then we cut a plate. So these are the thermostats Sir Rodney found for us. They are a common one. Like these things are like $10, okay? So it's cheap. All right, so they fit nicely in here. That gives you 180 degrees with this blocked off. All right, so 180 degrees isn't good enough. Oh, just like the wife in the bedroom when she was telling me that. So we have this one here, and it's an 195, but that's a Chevy. Okay, according to Sesame Street, these are not the same. Yes, because this one came out of the Lynn tractor. Yeah, Lynn number 2. All right, so we need a block-off plate not cut out for that. We need a block-off plate cut for this. So once again, we'll do the walk and talk video. So over here, we picked the finest quality material. This is a Caterpillar hood. Yes, you can tell by the color, it'll be quality material. And we used the V-bar or Velcro magnetic drill. We drilled this hole. It was so sweet because you can fine tune that puppy. Yeah, not like when you're trying to hold the drill and get a hole. So this will fit nicely in here to support it. Now we'll cut it out to the shape of the thermostat housing. But we'll do that after lunch. Lunch is more important, especially on a Sunday, because we're having eggs and weenies. Oh, sorry, bacon. Okay, after lunch in the kingdom, and we looked at the picture one more time. So the water is being forced up. Okay, up and away. So we have to make sure that the thermostat is tack welded. Okay, so this is the plate here. I did this backwards. Okay, so these are the thermostats Sir Rodney got us. They fit nicely in the groove. Hole is drilled. The plate goes over top to block out that. Okay, so this thermostat falls through. Okay, so we have to put it on like this. Okay, seeing how the water's coming at it this way, we tack welded it around here. It's only temporary. Yes, temporary. Okay, so we have our gaskets made. We got our gaskets made over there, and we got the gasket goo ready. Okay, we're now outside, and it's getting pretty warm out here. Hopefully it doesn't rain, because it's warm means thunderstorms. Okay, so what we did when we block off this loop-de-loo thing, the smiley face, is we drilled a 1-inch hole down there. So that way the water pump is circulating it back to the motor, because before the thermostat wasn't getting it come up and back around. It didn't work. All right, let's get this thing together before it gets too hot and I pass out. Okay, now the hard part, watch it dry. Yes, it's warm enough out here. We can sit here and have a couple of beers and watch it dry. And we marked on there 195 2026. And also too, those are new headlights, I think in 2022 or 2024. They're dried out and cracked. The other ones gave us 15 years, no problem. Now the new world. I don't know. There's going to be gasket goo. It never ceases to make it through in the new world nowadays. All right, let's go have a beverage. Okay, before I went in the house, I marked everything here. This is Kommunist Kat's new style thermostat with the block-off plate, and we took it out August 22nd. Plus, I went and printed off the pictures that should be in here. Like, all I did was take that, we should have the picture so I don't have to go finding. So there's all the stuff. These photos were actually used in the book. Yes, I wrote a book on IH cats and how to work on them without money. Yeah, so it's on Amazon and stuff like that. They're not priced very much because I want people to save their cats. I don't want them to get frustrated and walk away and send them for scrap. I want to share knowledge, and that's what I've been doing over the years. And I got tired of, I would say, repeating and repeating and repeating over and over. So I wrote a book. Link in the description if I remember to put it there. Okay, we're back up at the shop. I'm very pleased, but we're still not right. Okay, so we got 190 plus on the temperature gauge. This thing is running good. It would do a full push. You know, I was very pleased, but no black smoke or nothing. You know, that must be the DEF or something acting up. Okay, so this is like the 20th set of injectors. It's fourth head. This is a fourth injection pump. We've done everything. So what we had to do back in 2024, we went around and all the cats got timed to 0 because that's where the book says. Okay, we were able to get the other cats running good, but not the Kommunist Kat. He's having issues. Okay, so working it, but the thing is we also learned in 2024 it has to be warm. The cylinder head has to be warm to be happy to get the injectors to open up and ignite the fuel because it's all under compression. So now we can start playing with the timing in here. We're going to pop that cover off and do one notch at a time. We'll go up, we'll go down, and see where it finds itself happy. And then once we can't get it with the timing, then we start changing the injectors again, okay? Because we do have sound differences in the injector, okay? So now we know that they're kind of working, but not working quite properly. So now we'll check out the timing. This gets confusing, but this is a good day to do it because it's hot out here, and we're usually trying to do this in the winter when it's cold, but now we're doing it in the summer. We're finally getting smart. Okay, on the Kommunist Kat, you can sit on the blade there and reach in here. Okay, so you need shallow sockets for it. You take the cover off, and this is what you're after. That tapered piece right there, that's the injection pump itself. So you put a screwdriver in there and it turns the pointer. So there's little lines on here. I don't know if we can see that. There's little wee lines, okay? Little zeros in the middle. So if you read the service manual on this, it says start at 0, adjust until the exhaust is happy. Okay, it doesn't say to go up or down. But at my age, we started off at 0. We went up 1, ran like a retard. Went down 1, got better. I'm hoping down another one will give it some snap in the exhaust. You can tell, because if it's running retarded, you can tell. But if it's got a nice exhaust snap, then we'll be happy. But then now we can work on the injectors. Like, we're not going to get it first time around, but we can get it first time around if we put a brand new cylinder head on, know the exhausts and the valves are all seating properly, brand new injectors, rebuilt injection pump. So spend $5,000-$6,000 on a $1,500 cat. That makes sense. Oh wait, that was my marriage. Okay, insert the video on how not to record pushing the rock pile. Yes, I didn't have the Me phone set up in the right location, but it sounded good. Okay, there we go. We have to get the motor happy to get the injectors happy. Okay, so we figured that out. In the past, I've sent pumps out to guys. They've charged me $450, and then I got to have money to take it to the post office. I got to have money. So $1,000 later, still runs like crap. So that's why I learned to do it myself. Okay, so we knew it's not all this stuff. Okay, the motor had to get hot. Okay, so once we went up to 195 on the thermostat, and we've seen that with the 180 thermostats, when you start working it, it started getting happy. Okay, but we couldn't prove the timing. Okay, you can play with the timing all you want. We did that in 2024. We went 1 notch, 2 notch, 2 notch, 3 notch, 4 notch. We went around in a circle, and it still ran like crap because the injectors weren't getting warm to get happy. So once we got those injectors warm and happy, guess what? That one and that one were misfiring or not timed right. They were the weakest ones. These two became the strongest when it was hot. Okay, so then we knew it was the timing because it's not firing when it's supposed to. It's like the distributor in the car, malfunctioning. So you got to time it 1 increment at a time. Okay, we got it down to, I got to made the notes. So now you got to remember this whole injection system, the pistons, the valves, everything's all gummed up for too many years of slobber. Yeah, slobber. So now you got to work it. We worked it good today, pushing it a little bit, so we keep working it. Then we can start fine-tuning the injectors and fine-tuning this. We don't want to get carried away. So what did this cost me? Everybody listens to the videos, says, oh, I need new injectors. Oh, okay, I'll get right on it when the money tree blossoms. No, there's other variables, okay? You have injection, okay, the injectors, the timing, the injection pump itself, because this is the plunger that goes up and down to make the fuel pressure to open the injectors. There's a lot of variables, but the thing is Cats, you can work on it, take your time, think through it, and get it done, because these motors are made for farmers to fix them on the farm, okay? That's what they were with the farm tractor. So anybody could fix it on the farm. You didn't have to go to the dealer. All right, let's get this thing buttoned up. We got to put some gasket goo in there. We're going to work on it when it's hot because we want to get it done and parked in the lineup so we don't have to do it tomorrow.